Prince of Wales is here today in Manchester to launch Project Start. Start is a new initiative of his charities which is aimed at encouraging people all over the country to do more to act sustainably, whether that's lagging their loft, whether that's changing their transport habits, whether that's trying to conserve energy. It's going to be a website, it's going to be a series of events around the country in September. It's going to be really aimed at ordinary people and encouraging them to do what they can to live a more sustainable life, with the aim of all of us cutting our emissions and doing what we can to combat climate change. And today we're at the Museum of Science and Industry for a very good reason, because this wonderful museum celebrates the great industrial engineering heritage of Britain. In a way, what the Prince will be saying to the people who assembled here, businessmen and corporate leaders, is let's use that same sense of innovation, that same know-how and engineering skills to create a new industrial future, one that isn't reliant on fossil fuels. So it's all about finding new ways to create renewable energy, new power sources that won't harm the environment in the long term. And while he's here, he's also going to be looking around the absolutely splendid Power Hall, which is this wonderful building behind me, which is full of the great steam engines and materials from the industrial age. And I think in a way it's a celebration of both our past and we hope of our future. This project, of course, is just the latest in a line of initiatives and charities that the Prince has set up over the last 30 years to do what they can and what he can to protect the environment. Among his charities that are here today are Business in the Community, which is a huge charity of thousands of businesses throughout the UK which come together to try and act more sustainably and do what they can for society. And also his Cambridge programme for Sustainability Leadership, which is to encourage senior business leaders to promote good environmental practices in business. And really it's what he's been doing all his life, is bringing business together, bringing indeed non-governmental organisations, charities, all sorts of, and individuals, all sorts of people, in order to promote better environmental practice. So Project Start is the latest in a long line of initiatives to really make our world a greener and safer place.
This initiative will echo the idea behind the Great Exhibition by showing people the technologies, techniques and principles that exist now, which will not only improve our lives, but also help the planet sustain us, all by operating more in harmony with nature's processes and cycles than against them. It will neither lecture nor hector, but instead will demonstrate and explain ways in which, ways that everyone can understand, using everyday language. Just as the Great Exhibition used the tools of Industrial Revolution, such as the railways and iron buildings, Start will use the tools of the modern age, the internet and television, to demonstrate to people how it is possible to adopt more sustainable behaviour and, put simply, to do their bit. My hope, ladies and gentlemen, is that Project Start will change the tone and the language of sustainability. So instead of stopping, we will start.